Hello and welcome to another episode of The Guild, where we go over your news, pre-releases, and releases for the upcoming week. As always, he's Kyle and I'm Wes, and let's just jump on into it.
Well, starting out this week, Beasts of Chaos have some new codexes coming out. And there's also a regular and limited edition in both those codexes.
Yes, and coming along with that is the Beast Lord, who looks really good as a great addition to that.
Yes, yeah.
He looks, I love the model. I think the model looks, I always think the Beastmen look good.
Yeah. I know at one point you were talking about making an entire Astra army of
Beastmen?
Beastmen.
Well, no. It was going to be the Skaven Astra and the Space Marine Beastmen.
That's right, yeah. For the Minotaurs, right.
For the Minotaurs, yeah.
Well, let us not forget also the Beast of Chaos Vanguard box set is coming out as well, which the Dragon Ogres are in there.
I was waiting to see what you were going to say. I was going to say those Dragon Ogres look good.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the big takeaway for me on that box, but I'm not a Chaos player, so, you know.
Well, I think they all look kind of good. I kind of like the Shaman and whatnot, but you're right. It's the Dragon Ogres.
Yeah.
Those are the takeaway.
Yeah. Everything looks really good in the box. It's just, those are my favorite models.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
they always look great.
Yeah.
I just love seeing them come back.
Yeah.
On top of that, we have the Gloomspite Gits coming out with a battle tome. Will be coming again as standard and limited edition.
Yes.
I'm not a big Goblin player, but it looks fun.
Well, I love these little guys because they're just funny. You know, they are. There's actually the one that I'm about to introduce is the Snarlfang pack, which is amazing because they're little goblins on wolves and. As everybody at the guild knows, wolves are my thing, and so
when I saw those, I thought, "Oh God, Kyle's gonna make a goblin army now."
No. Well, it did cross my mind for half a second, but I was like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." But
well, and they, for the as little as they are really good sculpts. They look great.
Oh, they're fantastic. Yeah,
and on the Snarlfangs, the wolves. Well, they basically just look like dire wolves. Like,
yeah, just
like
big dire
wolves. That's really all they look like.
Yeah.
Coming up is the Squig boss with the Nasha Squig.
Yes.
This is a great model, a great leader to put in there. He looks mean.
Yeah, well, I mean, the Nasha Squig is what I like because it's just, the Squigs are hilarious and they come in all shapes and sizes. And they eat them. I mean, they do all kinds of stuff with them. But yeah, the model does look really funny.
Oh, yeah. And I love the fact that he's got a mask with tusks and it's like he's a monster. He looks great compared to all the other yellow goblin boys there.
Yeah. But let's not forget, we also have the Gloomspite Gits Vanguard that's coming out as well. And there's actually some rock trolls in that. Or I can't remember if they call them rock trolls anymore.
They're trolls.
Yeah, they're trolls. And
after the rebrand, I don't pay attention to names anymore.
Right. But yeah, they're trolls in there. You got a bunch of the little turds running around everywhere. And
squigs, way more squigs.
Yeah, way more squigs, which, is a must in a goblin army.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that looks like a great deal too.
Also coming up with that is the War Scrolls for the Gloomspite Gits.
Yes.
Not really much to say about this, just they're War Scrolls.
So War Scroll cards.
Make easier for when you're doing your battles. I mean,
yeah. And I'm glad that Age of Sigmar has done the War Scroll cards. I wish that another system that they play would get the hint, but
that'd be nice.
That'd be real nice. But beggars can't be choosers, I guess. But
yeah, and if you're looking to get on the Gloomspite Gits, I mean, if you're looking to start a Goblin army, this would be a great way to get it started, as well as a Beastman army.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, and for the buy, the Vanguard sets are really good.
They're really good. Yeah.
Occasionally they drop one that's a little less worth the value, but these are, I think, right on point.
We'll let you know if they drop one that's not so great, but for the most part, they're on point. We're pretty good, so I think that it does it up for Warhammer, does it not?
Yeah. We're moving on to Asmodee. Starting off for Asmodee is Squid Game. The board game is a thematic board game based on the Netflix series, which it looks rather interesting because it follows the same concept. You have team members that if they don't pass a test, they're eliminated, and then you have to split the pot to whoever wins. So, looks really good.
Looks fun, but it also looks like it's going to make some people mad.
Oh, absolutely. I think that was kind of the point of the whole game. So yeah, but it looks good, and so I'm kind of excited to get my hands on it, to try it out.
Yes. After that, we have Stranger Things: Attack of the Mind Flayer. This is a bluffing game for 5 to more players that lets you take on the role of the kids from Stranger Things as you try and figure out who's been infected and who's been corrupted by the Mind Flayer as you basically play another variation of the typical werewolf.
Yeah, and what is interesting about this is it also is following a theme of a show that came out, which we're starting to see a lot more of that kind of stuff.
A lot more already existing IPs, and someone's going, well, let's turn this into a game.
Right. Not a bad thing. Definitely not a bad thing. But moving on, Frostpunk. In Frostpunk, you and 3 other players are actually managing civilians in a post-apocalyptic wasteland that was hit by an ice age. This is actually based on a game.
Yeah, the Steam game.
Yes, and so what's really interesting is it follows the same concept, kind of the same lore, where you're managing different resources, but this time you're managing civilians that will offer demands that you have to meet.
Yes, it looks a lot similar to the game. If it's anything like the game, it's going to be fun and frustrating, and I'm going to pull my hair out.
Well, whenever the title says that this is going to be a grueling gameplay, it's going to be hard. So, you have that to look forward to as well.
It's Frostpunk, guys.
Yeah.
Not to mention there are several expansions coming out for this as well. You have several coming out. You have the Dreadnought, Frostlanders, you have the Playmat, Resources, and Timber City. Not to mention the miniatures expansion that comes along with that as well, adding, basically replacing the standees with minis. Yeah,
and the actual core board game comes with several miniatures as well. It's got a big tower that sits in the middle and, several other miniatures, but I think most of it's standees.
Yeah, they pick the main big parts of the game, the main icons that were the miniatures, and then everything else is standees. This expansion gives just places, I think not all, but most of the standees with miniatures for various things.
Yeah.
It looks just like a great way to expand the experience.
Yeah. But we also have Conquest coming out with a new faction. In this new faction pack, it's going to be the 100 Kingdoms, errant of the Order of the Shield, and the Imperial Rangers, with Priory Command of the Order of the Crimson Tower, and also the Order of the Crimson Tower. So, and it comes with, miniatures with it as well, which look amazing.
They kind of give off the kind of a Templar vibe to me.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
They looked. I don't play Conquest. I mean, we probably will when we start buying them.
Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I might be taking some Templars.
Oh yeah. I was looking at the Nords beforehand, and I was like, oh, Vikings, that heck yeah, I'm gonna do that. Well, then I saw these guys, and I'm like, well, I also love Templars, so that's cool. So it's yeah, I don't know. Toss up. I might buy both. Who knows?
Yeah, who are we kidding? We're going to buy both.
Yeah.
And then like every other army that comes out.
Yeah.
We have a problem.
Yeah, it's a serious problem.
But also there are some more Nords coming out.
Oh, yeah. Imagine that.
See Jotner Artisan Series. This model looks, amazing.
Yeah, it's great. It's a Jotnar, so I mean, yeah. And again, following the Nord theme.
Oh, yeah, totally. Norse mythology. When I first saw Conquest and all that, I kind of was seeing like soldiers and cavalry, and I was like, this looks pretty cool. But now this is the first time I've noticed Jotnar. Are we getting mythology into this?
Well, I think there's been mythology in it before.
Well,
you just haven't noticed.
Been paying too much attention. I just noticed this, and I'm going,
Yeah, and the sculpt looks freaking amazing.
Oh
too.
yeah, he looks mean.
Yeah.
Gotta love all of it. But past that,
I was just waiting for you to cuss. It's been past, a
I'm
minute.
trying.
All right. Well, moving on, we've got the Song of Ice and Fire. Starting off, we have the Cronogman Bog Devils, also the Frozen Shore Hunters. And these are 2 new faction packs that are coming out for Song of Ice and Fire.
Yes.
Which is a game that I've heard a few times thrown in this store. So,
there's some murmurings. Some murmurings.
Yeah. But like every other miniature game,
Like every miniature game has got murmurings in the store.
Yes. Which is fine with us because they're all fantastic usually.
The more the better. If it gets more people in playing games, having fun, we want more people in.
Yeah, so that wraps it up for releases and pre-releases this week.
So going on to news, coming up this Friday, we do have Commander Friday. As always, again, we play Commander throughout the week, but this is the day we kind of set aside to play Commander specifically.
And we're also hopefully going to be having tournaments here pretty soon.
Hopefully, yes.
Which, stay tuned for that because we're still working out some details on that. But yeah, hopefully here pretty quick. Mm-hmm. But also, we're going to have Saturday is going to be Star Wars Legion Saturdays, which last week was kind of a mess because we had the 40K tournament going on, but this week is going back to normal. Yep. We are going to be announcing some Legion tournaments here pretty soon, and actually some narrative play as well. So, yeah, stay tuned for that.
Hopefully it's going to be kicking off real soon.
Yeah.
Coming up with that, we have Warhammer Sundays. Again, as always, it's just Warhammer Sundays, not 40K Sundays.
Yeah.
Warhammer Sundays.
Right.
We got a lot more. I've heard a lot more rumor going on in the store. People going, well, why aren't we playing Age of Sigmar?
Which is what I've been saying for the past several years, but that's just me.
Well, everyone else is starting to catch up now.
Right. It's, starting to get new factions and that sort of thing.
There's been some talks. People going, I want to start an army. How many people actually have armies here?
Yeah.
Oh, we all have armies. Why aren't we playing this game?
Right. Currently, I play Stormcast, but I'm waiting for the Shadowneath to drop because that's going to be my Dark Elves.
That's your baby's
And
back.
if I can actually do that, then I will sell all my 40K stuff. No, I'm kidding. I would keep my Space Wolves.
You would keep your Space Wolves, but you'd sell everything else.
Yeah, everything else would be gone, and my Stormcast would be gone.
I was going to say, here's the real test. Are the Stormcast gone?
Yes, minus the dragons, because I think the dragons are gone.
Minus the dragons. You and your dang dragons.
But
that's okay. I've got enough rats to cover your dragons.
Yeah, But that's going to wrap it up for today. So any comments, like, subscribe, share, would greatly appreciate it because we haven't been getting a whole lot of outreach for this, and we'd like to grow the channel, and we'd like to add you as one of the guild members.
Yeah.
But that's going to wrap it up for news. We are going to do what we call the outro now.
We have an outro?
Nope.
But, come on in, 205 South First. We'd be more than happy to play some games with you.
Yeah, so why don't you come on in and throw some dice.
What is this the new thing?
It's the new thing.
This is the new thing.
Just accept it.
I have to.